It looks like Kenya's President William Ruto will jump in the hole when the master says jump in the hole because the court of Kenya has banned or blocked the Haiti mission or the Kenyan police deployment in Haiti. But despite of that, William Ruto is telling us mission Haiti to go ahead despite court's ruling. Wow. Hello, I am Mahlet, Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now let's tune in or dive in without further ado. What president, he never fails to amaze us and to come and to talk about him here. So we continue to talk about it because this is not really right. Now, we all know that, this mission Haiti, the Kenyan police deployment, have been a very controversial as it was not something reciprocated, not only by the government of Haiti, but also by the people of Haiti. There were civil, society organizations and different citizens who have been against it. And let's not forget, there were also some people who were supporting it. Now, we are not talking about really what the Haiti now. Let's focus on Kenya. And last time I came here, I think it was this week, and I said, the court of Kenya has blocked William Ruto's decision or the Kenyan government decision to deploy a police force in Haiti for a number of reasons in which the court ruled out. It was back and forth in court because lawyers have sued President William Ruto and his government for transpassing the constitution of the country. Well, now, as as we all remember, over the weekend, all the African leaders almost have flew to Italy for the Africa Summit, and there was a number of sideline meetings that William Ruto have been holding, and in one of them, there was a press briefing in which the journalist asked him about it, and this is what he has to answer about the Kenyan police deployment or the Haiti mission from Kenya to Haiti. Now, I'm just gonna go and read through it. Hello, hi, Mikey Simba. It's really nice to have you here. Okay, let me just go, and you know what, better to read it. As the title says, Kenyan President Ruto says Haiti mission to go ahead soon despite court ruling. What a courage, like you really gonna step on the constitution of the country and you're gonna do whatever you want because the master is telling you to do something. Okay, look, a Kenyan opposition leader has accused President William Ruto of planning to defy a court ruling against the deployment of police to Haiti. Now, Ekuru Akot is one of the opposition's leader. Also, he's a lawyer. Now, he's a who. According to him, this Ekuru Okot, who last week successfully challenged the planned deployment in court, says the president can only deploy the army and not the police. Look, these are now the number of reasons why the court has blocked the deployment. Look, first of all, according to the law or the constitution in Kenya, the Kenyan government cannot deploy a police outside of Kenya, only an army. Okay, that's number one reason. So he cannot deploy. Number two, the court said the mission was illegal. Why? Because, Mr. Ruto said on Tuesday the mission could go ahead as soon as next week if all the paper was done to satisfy the demands of the court. Look, it was just last November the Kenyan parliament ratified the deployment of 1,000 officers to lead a multinational force in Haiti, where gangs are attempting to expand their territorial control. Now, last week, the judge not only defied or, blocked the deployment of the police, but also the Kenyan court has blocked the housing tax in which, Mr. Ruto was going to impose on people of Kenya, and particularly the poor, like 1.4% of it. So really, kudos to the court that you have a court really that stands for the law and the constitution, regardless of what the government is demanding. Now, a judge said Kenya's National Security Council, which is led by the president, does not have the authority to deploy regular police outside the country. Listen, this is number one reason. Now, number two, the council can only deploy military, not police, for peacekeeping missions such as Haiti. Okay, now, number three, the court also said there must be a reciprocal agreement between the two countries before deployment. Now, for this, Mr. Ruto has an answer. We will get back to it. But they say there should be a reciprocated agreement between the governments. But I also say that there must be a reciprocated agreement between the people. Now, in this case, neither the people of Kenya are supporting this, nor the people of Haiti are welcoming this. So, on what ground is Mr. Ruto pushing, or President Ruto is pushing to make this happen? Okay, there's another reason also, number four, why the court has blocked it. There must okay, this is about the reciprocal agreement. The fourth one is delivering the ruling. Justice Chacha Muwita praised Kenya's offer to deploy police to Haiti, but said it needed to be carried out within the law. One of the other reason, or like I might say, the fourth or the fifth reason is that, you know, what the MPs, the member of parliament, were talking is that Kenya do not have enough security, enough police or army, whatever, to keep the security of the country, let alone to send in, in a foreign country and to deploy. This was also another argument from them. Now, speaking on the sidelines of the Italy-Africa summit in Rome, Mr. Ruto on Tuesday told Reuters news agency that he expected a request would come soon that would satisfy the demands of the Kenyan court. What is that? What he's expecting. So now the mission, in quotation, the mission is on course, that is going on. I mean, isn't he ashamed? I mean, it's the whole world, even the Western media have talked about that. The Kenyan court has banned it. Anyway, he said this. The mission is on course. The mission is a bigger calling to humanity, he added. Well, keep your house in order first. Now, he was also asked if there were efforts for Haiti to get the necessary request. Then Mr. Ruto said, absolutely. Now, Haiti have actually written formally, not today, several months ago. This is what he answered. Excuse me. Now, Korir Siengoi, he is a senior official in Kenya's foreign ministry, shared on his Twitter, like on a series of posts. He said that the deployment of the police abroad would not be unconstitutional if conducted under a bilateral reciprocal arrangement. Now, Mr. Okot, who is also the opposition leader and the lawyer, and who had sued the government in the Kenyan court, he said this. In quotation open, appreciates the wisdom of Justice Muwita, who is the judge, just wisdom of Justice Muwita on a service and a force. As per law and the constitution, you cannot deploy a police service outside Kenya. Mr. Akot, shared this on X, or formerly known as Twitter, accusing the foreign affairs of official misleading the president. Now, even the government officials are divided by this, it looks like, okay? During his interview again at the Italy-Africa summit, he stressed, President Ruto stressed that it was a police rather than a military operation. Now, the Kenyan government said it would appeal against the court ruling, but it looks like President Ruto is ready to send despite the court's ruling. Now, but the Kenyan opposition warned the US against meddling in Kenya's internal affairs. Well, that's what the US is one of the things that it's graduated for. So they will definitely, steer in your politics, economy, and everything. Now, among those This continues and says it's unclear when the Kenyan government would launch the appeal in court. I mean, there's no date, and whether other countries who pledged to send smaller forces to boost the multinational mission would consider going it alone. For example, from we have from Caribbean, Barbados, and the Bahamas, Antigua, these kind of countries, and from Africa we have Rwanda, or no, we have Seychelles, I think, and there's one other country. Uh, yeah, I just forgot the name, but we have other countries in the continent. However, both the Africa and Haiti combined, it will be not both the Africa and Caribbean combined. The mission in general will be led by the Kenyan police. That should be clear. Now, among those who plan to send force were the Bahamas, Antigua, and Barbuda, with the US pledging $200 million to support the deployment. Now, I also came here and I have notified you that actually the Kenyan government have asked and discussed it in its parliament. It needs $237 million for the whole mission for 1 year. Okay, it's more than what the US offered for all the countries. So I don't know if he will be able to manage to get the fund. Now, a UN envoy said last week that the Haiti gang violence had reached a critical point with nearly 5,000 deaths reported last year. Now, the funny thing is that why would the Kenyan government wants to send, its police, which are also citizens of Kenya, to the place where the Americans themselves do not want to go, to the place where the American police do not want to serve in, because they are tired of being sent their militaries in a coffin with a flag. Many of them are killed by these gangs. Why would Kenya want? I really sometimes I don't understand, because last time we also heard back, was it in November, when Malawi offered or agreed with Israel to send about, I don't know, 120 or 220 workers when it was in October, when just the war broke out, or the conflict in Israel. And this is during or because of the consequence of the Thai works, or the Thailand people, the workers, they have left because of the conflict. Then guess what? Who is going to replace them in the farm? It is Africans, and the Malawi government offered. And oh, by the way, and the Kenyan government also offered to send, to work in the farm in Israel. Why do you want to that? Even when your citizens do not approve it, did not sign, you did not consult with your people. I mean, when will this whining of President William Ruto stops? When do you stop pleasing the white people? When do you stop pleasing the Europeans? When do you stop pleasing the masters? I mean, for that matter, stop. This is really tiring. Sometimes I find it very silly to come in to report it, but nevertheless, it's my work to create awareness and to update you, and particularly the topics that we have been following every time when there's a development. So that part, is an obligation for me to come and report it. And Mr. Now President William Ruto is known to say something and to find him doing completely the opposite. I came here and really I analyzed him uh, from A to Z, from the time he came to power for the past 15, 16 months, what he has said and how we find him not doing those things. Let me just go through them. For example, IMF, talking about ditching dollar, in the very beginning when he came to power at the Mo Ibrahim Foundation Summit in Nairobi, he talked about ditching dollar, and you find him agreeing with IMF and World Bank for more loans and depreciating with high inflation of the Kenyan shilling. He talks about praising the African continental free trade area, and then you find him signing with the European Union trade agreement, ditching or sabotaging the African continental free trade area. You find him talking about the visa-free Kenya in 2024, which he introduced in mid-December, and then only to find it when 2024 January came that they have cancelled it. And in fact, even countries who used to go to Kenya or fly to Kenya with no visa now are requested for a visa. I can just name few. For example, African countries like Ethiopia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, and many, now they have to apply for a visa. So don't talk anything that you don't do. I mean, we're just tired at this point. It's people who are really informed. And I really don't think people will take President William Ruto after this if he says something, because he always do something. He's always there to serve the West, not to serve his people. And also he agreed to send 250,000 skilled manpower of Kenyans to Germany, you know, instead of creating those job opportunities inside the country, industry having trade agreement, bringing manufacturers from there to Germany is about 84 million, Kenya is about 40 something million. you know Germany needs people replacement for its aging people. Yeah, I know the Kenyans are young, but geographically, Kenya is much bigger than Germany. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to do in which uh, uh, it's really sad then we find what our leaders are doing. Anyway, let us know in the comment section, what do you think of Kenya's President William Ruto being resistant? I mean, why do you need to do that? And please, Haitians, my brothers and sisters in Haiti, please drop your comments, share your view. What do you think of this Kenya's insistence to send the police to Haiti, in which we find our brothers and sisters in Haiti have opposed? Yeah, let us know in the comment section. And for now, that was it for me. Thanks again for tuning in. Common Man, Imhotep Hero, Mikey Simba. Thank you all for rooting here. Thanks, it means a lot. Your questions, your suggestions. Let me just read them through. I think he and many African heads of states have no courage. They just want to get as much personal benefit as they can during their time in office. Yeah, I think they have. I mean, the West has something against him. There's something he's afraid. He's again and again fooling himself in front of the world. They are living in the past. Yeah. Imhotep, Ruto is working for the West, not Kenya. Millions of Kenyans are suffering. Ruto has traveled abroad 40, I mean, I will tell you 49 times in 1 year. His friend Uhuru Kenyatta 56 times in 10 years. Yeah, that's really wow. Common Man said, prior to its independence, Haiti was a French colony. Why doesn't the French send troops? Haiti had nothing to do with the American slave trade of the 16th. Yeah, those people, they are making them pay the France and US together because Haiti is one of the countries who really got its freedom and chased away its colonizers before even the African countries. Okay, so uh, they have a big revenge against Haiti. They will not really leave alone Haiti, not at all. It has been a long time since I have joined you live. Yeah, definitely. You are right. Thanks again for tuning in. Thank you. Yeah, what can I say? Um, Good evening, Connect Africa. Wouldn't that be called an invasion? Well, absolutely. The only thing I want is that, I got some people writing to me from Haiti actually, who have, a social forum or organization under them. And it's something that they explain to me, it's something totally unwelcome. But you see here and there also hearing interviews and reading that some people are in support of it. So it's good for us, to learn from the Haitians themselves. I really wish if I can interview both a supporter and those who oppose, but I know for a fact that the majority do not want it. Um, and the request is, it's definitely, it's the Haiti president who requested it actually. But why the US is not doing it? That's the question. Why the others are not doing it? And the Kenya is willing to, and the US is pushing. In fact, the United States has encouraged, when the court of Kenya has announced it's blocking the Biden administration said that they will, and then immediately the Kenyan government said they will appeal against it. Then the Biden administration came out and then they say that they will support President Ruto's administration, going in its decision to appeal against the court's ruling. So there is really a push. He's just being a baby and errand boy to Biden. That's all I see. Kenya should respect Haiti and its wishes. Yeah, definitely. If you know anyone, or those of you who will see this video after after the live streaming, please let us know in the comment section. We have our email also in the description section. You can write to us, and we can arrange a live streaming, a discussion. So we all can learn from you. Thanks again for tuning in. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like what we bring you here, give it thumbs up. And please, let's empower each other with information and knowledge. So that means go ahead and share the video with your network. Do not keep it for yourself. And also, it will help our YouTube algorithm by you sharing the video. If you want to help us further, go ahead, in the description section you find our PayPal account. You can donate to that will help us to be here more often. I will pin it also in the comment section. African countries like Kenya are being forced to fulfill agreements they signed to gain freedom from the colonizers. For how long will we stand, just like Bob Marley said, stand aside and see when they kill our prophets, and all we sing is just redemption songs that we don't act. That's sad. We need ancestors, people who are not afraid, like Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, and others, Steve Biko, heroes who are not afraid, and they knew they're gonna be killed soon. And in our own times, we have like Ibrahim Traore, like Colonel Asim Goita, like General Abdurrahman Tihiani of these Sahel states. And we have people who are in the front, like Her Excellency Dr. Arikana Chiombori Kwao. And we have people like Professor Piolo Lumumba. Those are the people we appreciate. And Julius Malema, who are speaking their mind, and Pan-Africanists, at least from what they preach, that's what we can conclude, right? So, yeah. Thank you again. Yeah, go ahead, please, and share the view. It's a bye-bye for me for now, but I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.